Hello, Catamounts. My name is Alexander Hoffman, and this is Chats with Cats, presented by WeTV. In this series, we've been interviewing some of our amazing student athletes here at Western Carolina University, but from time to time, we like to interview the amazing coaches here as well. Today's guest is Chad Miller, head coach of the women's soccer team. How are you, Chad?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Of course. We'll go ahead and jump right into this. Go ahead and please introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about who you are, your background, and your place at Western.
Name's Chad Miller. I'm in my 19th year at Western, so I've been here a while. 16th year as a head coach. I was here 3 years prior as the assistant coach. Left for a year in between, but had the opportunity to come back. Originally from Orlando, Florida. Grew up in Florida. Came to school in North Carolina. I went to a small Division II school, Pfeiffer University. Came up here and never went back to Florida. Lived in North Carolina ever since. But started coaching my sophomore year in college. I started coaching a club team. That kind of led me to wanting to do a career in coaching. I originally went to school for sports medicine and exercise science, wanted to go into physical therapy, and got into coaching, and here I am.
Yeah, definitely a rich history at Western, especially in recent years. Our last couple of seasons, very successful. Been very incredible to see that. But as we continue to progress through this season, what kind of soccer program do you maintain and build here at Western?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's obviously Division I, very competitive. I mean, we want to be in position every year to compete for championships. I think we built that. I think the last 8 to 10 years we've been knocking on the door, kind of position ourselves in the top 4 in the league. And obviously 2023 was our breakthrough, and the last 2 years have been amazing. But more importantly in soccer, our program is built on relationships and people. And that's ultimately what's the most important to me, is having our student athletes come here, get a great education, play the game that they love, and make lifelong friendships and memories.
Yeah, and kind of along with that as well, our student athletes like to talk about the family feel within their teams whenever they come on the show, and I'd like to ask how you contribute to that as a coach.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's everything that we try to accomplish as a program is the people part. When you go out and recruit, go out and recruit these events and see hundreds of thousands of players, it's very easy to tell good athletes and good soccer players, but the toughest part of my job is finding the right person for our program, the right fit for our program, and that's probably the most important thing to me. So finding the right person is as important as soccer player, and I think we get it right more times than not. But yeah, I mean, it's all about people, relationships, and doing something together and being successful and growing. That's what our program's built on.
Yeah, absolutely. And in finding those right people, how would you say that the support from returning players? I know we've had one of our current returning players, Emma Susi, on the show before. How would you say the support from those players helps bring new players in comfortably?
It's massively important. Leadership within your group, when you're talking about a team of 28 to 32 players, the leadership component of it is massively important. I think that's been a big contributor to our success the last couple of years. I think our leadership has been phenomenal, but you want people in place that when the young ones come in, they show them the ropes, they take care of them, they protect them. And so it's massively important to success, leadership, and kind of the older ones taking the younger ones in and taking care of them.
Yeah, and speaking on that success, we've mentioned a little bit as we've started the interview, but for those that don't know, you have led the women's soccer team to 2 straight SoCon regular season titles, as well as a SoCon championship victory in 2023. And what would you say has contributed to that success?
I mean, obviously you have to have a talented team, right? You have to have good players. But I think the thing that really, because people have asked me this over the last 2 years, and the thing that I will hold dear to my heart and things that I think about probably years from now, the thing that separated that team from other teams that I've had was just a very selfless mentality. And what I mean by that is they were as excited for the person sitting next to them as they were themselves. And I think in today's world, that's not normal. So there's a really close-knit group that really loved each other and really were there for each other. And I really think that allowed us to take that next step and get over that hurdle of winning a championship.
Yeah, absolutely. And expanding on that last question, how do you plan to continue bringing success, and what does success look like to you?
Yeah, I mean, success looks like to me, obviously from an athletic standpoint, winning games, being competitive. But more importantly than that, success for me is players coming here, getting a great education, being involved in the community, meeting lifelong friends, and propelling them into adulthood, being great moms and great workers. And that's the favorite part of my job, is having alumni come back 5, 10, 15 years later and seeing them be successful in life, and really they contribute a lot of that to the life lessons they learn in playing a sport. That's the ultimate for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And along with that, in finding that success, what would you say is the foundation of your coaching style?
Relationships, people. I mean, that's really what's most important to me. I mean, I'm very competitive. I want to win all the time, which sometimes I have to pump the brakes on that. But it's all about people. It's all about trying to make an impact on a younger person and maybe letting them see some things they didn't think they were capable of. Dealing with adversity, because in life you're going to deal with adversity. And so I think through sport, that allows you to kind of learn some of those life lessons that hopefully propel you on into being successful in your career and being a parent and all those things.
Absolutely. This show is also especially about the students behind the student athletes, not just the athletes themselves. And I'd like to ask how you and your coaching staff assist the team in being successful, not only on the field, but also off the field.
Yeah, it's really, really important to me. I mean, I want to invest in our players. I think if I go out there for 2 hours a day and blow a whistle and walk away from them, I don't think I'm doing my job. So I'm a father figure, big brother figure at times. I'm a psychologist at times. I'm academic advisor at times. I'm athletic trainer at times. And I think knowing your players, spending time with them, investing in them is really, really important to being successful in what we do. And so not just me, our staff, I feel like pours into our players. I mean, we really give them everything that we have and really try to know them as people first, athletes second.
Yeah, and along with that, people first, another aspect is mental health, which is incredibly important in athletics, especially for student athletes, because of their often very intensive schedule. And so I did want to ask what you and your coaching staff do to support the team mentally, and how important of a role would you say mental health plays in their lives?
Big time important. I'm older. I played a long, long time ago. I graduated high school in 1989. So when I played in college, nobody ever talked about mental health. Nobody ever talked about nutrition. And in today's world, like, that stuff just continues to grow. And I think for me, like, COVID was a big point in my coaching career that I started to realize, like, the impact of what was going on and the impact of their performance based on that. So I had a senior, I think it was the year of COVID, that was graduating in the spring, and she was a psychology major. She came to me and she said, "Coach, can we, I have a couple professors that are interested in working with the team. Can we, like, design something in the spring to, like, maybe once or twice a week do something with mental health?" I was like, sure. Didn't really know anything about it. And we did that spring, and I just saw a massive impact in the group. Not really anything to do with soccer, but just like the people, the chemistry. It had a massive impact. And I don't think it was anything groundbreaking like that we figured out. What it did was it allowed me to talk about the things that I have fears with and struggles, and you have the same thing. And so it opened the dialogue where the players were like, oh, I'm not the only one that feels that way. And so it's allowed them as a group to really come together and support each other more, I think. And so one of the professors that was involved in that initial spring is still with us. And she meets with our team once every week, once every other week, depending on our schedule. Does everything from, like, breathing exercises to relaxation techniques to yoga to like self-talk. And it's had a massive impact on our group, So I don't underestimate the value in that. And it's something that's really played a huge part in kind of our climb to the top.
And I think that openness is, like, a huge thing, which is part of the foundation of the show, just allowing student athletes to be more open and
Absolutely.
feel more welcome to tell their stories. But we are going to move into our lightning round, just 3 short little questions with some short answers from you. What has been your favorite game you've coached so far this season?
NC State. Came from behind, won 3-2 at NC State. Obviously an ACC program. It was something that I'm sure myself and the ladies won't forget anytime in the short.
Absolutely. Huge game. What is your favorite sport to watch outside of soccer, and your favorite team outside of Western?
Hockey. Big hockey fan. Boston Bruins, which is funny because I have a lot of Canadians on my team.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of banter because a lot of them are Montreal Canadiens and Toronto Maple Leafs fans. But by far, hockey is my favorite sport outside of soccer. Watch a lot of it, and Boston Bruins.
Shout out to the Bruins.
Yeah.
And then what is your favorite post-game meal?
Oh, boy. This is not going to be good coming from a coach nutrition-wise, but Panda. The girls don't really like it. They do more like Chipotle and things like that, but we got Panda this weekend. the coaching staff did at Mercer, and it made my day on top of the win.
Yeah, absolutely. And last question to wrap up the interview. What would you like to say to the Catamounts watching this to amp them up for the rest of this soccer season here at Western?
Yeah, I mean, would love to. I feel like we get great support even on campus, but within the community here. But we've been on the road a lot. We were at home this Friday at 7 p.m. against Furman, a really big game for our ladies. We have, make sure I'm not telling you a story. I think we have 7 conference games left, and 4 of those are at home. 5 of those are at home. So come out and support us. We play on generally Thursday, Sundays, and would love to see you guys out there and support these incredible female athletes.
Awesome. Thank you a lot, Coach Miller.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure having you on the show. That is it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and as always, go Cats.